Stoic mindset. Master emotional control to thrive under pressure. The secret code to inner peace in a chaotic world. Have you ever felt like a boat lost at sea, tossed by the waves of your own emotions? Anger, anxiety, fear, feelings that seem to control us, freeze us, and stop us from reaching our fullest potential. But what if I told you that, 2,000 years ago, a man uncovered a code to navigate these inner storms with unshakable calm and resilience? Lucius Annaeus Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, not only lived through the political chaos of the Roman Empire, but also left us a practical manual for cultivating a mind that remains steady, even under the highest pressure. Our journey as success archaeologists takes us today to uncover the foundations of this timeless philosophy. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and directing them with self-control. Seneca, in his letters and essays, invites us to deep introspection, to examine our judgments, and to distinguish what is within our control from what is not. The key to emotional high performance lies in this crucial distinction. How many times have we let ourselves be consumed by worries about the future, regrets from the past, or the opinions of others, factors that, for the most part, are beyond our reach? Seneca's wisdom teaches us to focus our energy on the present moment, right here and now, where our true personal power resides. He reminds us of the impermanence of all things, the inevitability of pain and loss, not to resign ourselves, but to build the inner strength needed to face them with equanimity. By understanding the transient nature of external events, we can reduce the impact they have on our emotional state. Stoic discipline, therefore, is a constant practice of self-awareness and acceptance of reality, no matter how challenging it may be. One practical action we can start today, inspired by Seneca's teachings, is the practice of negative visualization. This isn't pessimism, but rather mentally preparing ourselves by imagining possible misfortunes that could happen. By picturing the loss of our possessions, the fragility of our health, or the impermanence of our relationships, paradoxically, we learn to value what we have now and lessen the shock when adversity inevitably arises. This mental preparation strengthens our emotional resilience and allows us to face the future with a more balanced perspective and less fear of the unknown. If your search for inner peace amid chaos resonates with you, share in the comments the first challenging situation that comes to mind when you think about applying Stoic wisdom. And to continue exploring the secrets of high performance, leave a like and subscribe to join our Success Archaeologists community. The anatomy of anger. How to diffuse the emotional bomb. We talked about the importance of negative visualization, a powerful tool to prepare ourselves for the future. But what happens when the storm is already here? When anger, frustration, or offense have already taken hold? Most people believe these emotions are automatic, uncontrollable reactions. And this is where Seneca, our success archaeologist, uncovers a deeper truth about our nature. He teaches us that anger isn't an irrational impulse, but a judgment. We don't get angry, we decide to be angry. It's a rush conclusion that we've been wronged, that our ego has been hurt, and that conflict is the only response. The high performance of a leader, an athlete, or a thinker slips away the moment anger takes the driver's seat. In his treatise on anger, Seneca acts like a soul doctor, showing us that anger is the most destructive emotion to our personal power. He makes us reflect. Why do we get offended so easily? The answer, he suggests, lies in our arrogance. We believe we always deserve the best, that we're immune to injustice or the incompetence of others. When life shows us otherwise, our judgment is that something wrong happened, and anger is the consequence. But what if the error isn't the event itself, but our expectation about it? And what if, instead of seeking revenge, our true inner strength lies in recognizing our own judgment and correcting it? This is the emotional turnaround that Stoicism offers us. Instead of asking, "Why did they do this to me?" Seneca urges us to ask, "Why am I allowing this to affect me so much?" Self-control isn't about being a robot, but about having the mental discipline to pause, analyze the situation, and choose the best response, rather than reacting impulsively. It's the difference between being a slave to your emotion and being the master of your mind. This is the true essence of resilience. Seneca gives us a compass to navigate emotional chaos, reminding us that the greatest victory is victory over ourselves. Your practical task for today is this: take a piece of paper or open a digital journal and do a simple exercise. When you feel anger starting to bubble up, stop. Describe the situation. Then, in a column beside it, write the judgment you made about that situation. For example, situation: my colleague didn't reply to me. Judgment: he's ignoring me on purpose. He disrespected me. Just naming your judgment already starts to disarm it, giving you a precious moment of personal power and self-control. This is just one of the tools Seneca left us to master our inner world. Let's now uncover his most revolutionary perspective on pain and fear. The alchemy of adversity. Turn pain into your greatest strength. We've disarmed the anger bomb. Now, we need to face an even more relentless enemy: pain itself. The pain of loss, the pain of injustice, the pain of failure. Most of us run from pain, hide from discomfort, and seek a safe refuge. But Seneca, our master archaeologist, shows us that this flight is actually our greatest weakness. He teaches that inner strength is not the absence of pain, but the ability to turn pain into a tool for growth. Suffering is not a punishment. It is a trial by fire, an opportunity to practice resilience and prove our mental high performance to ourselves. Seneca invites us to shift our perspective on adversity. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" he encourages us to ask, "What is the situation teaching me about my own strength?" For the Stoic, every challenge, every setback, every moment of discomfort is like an athlete training with heavier weights. The weight is not the enemy. It is the tool that strengthens the muscle. Likewise, the pain of loss teaches us to cherish the present. Failure teaches us humility, and injustice teaches us to refine our self-control and patience. Stoic discipline is the practice of seeing the poison of adversity not as something that kills us, but as an elixir that makes us stronger. This is the great emotional turnaround that Stoicism offers us. Instead of feeling like victims of life, we become the protagonists, the alchemists who turn the lead of pain into the gold of wisdom. Personal power is not in avoiding the storm, but in becoming the beacon that guides it. Seneca shows us that true freedom lies in our ability to accept what we cannot change and use our energy to evolve and adapt. Life will knock you down. That's a guarantee. But what matters is not how many times you fall, but what you learn with each fall and your ability to rise again. Your practical task for today is this: at some point in your day, place yourself in a temporary, voluntary discomfort. It can be something simple like taking a cold shower, skipping a meal, or sitting in silence for 10 minutes without distractions. As you do this, observe your mind. Notice your urge to give up, to return to comfort. This practice is not punishment. It's training for your self-control. It teaches you that you are the master of your mind, and that pain, discomfort, is only a sensation, not a force that controls you. This is the foundation of emotional resilience. What we are discovering here is a warrior mindset, a constant preparation. But what if I told you that the greatest battle of all is not against the world, but against your own time? And that Seneca, our guide, had a revolutionary view on how to win this war. The Stoics' final battle: winning the war against your own time. If in the previous parts we uncovered the wisdom to face anger and pain, now we arrive at the most crucial point of Seneca's philosophy: his revolutionary view on time. Most people live as if time were an endless river, an inexhaustible resource. They spend their time on distractions, on trivial obligations, on the endless pursuit of things that don't matter. And Seneca, in his treatise on the shortness of life, gives us a brutal wake-up call. We don't have little time. We waste a lot of it. This is the Stoics' last battle, the war against our own time, the one thing we can never recover. Seneca, our success archaeologist, shows us that time is our most precious treasure, and how we manage it is the ultimate proof of our self-control and discipline. He uses the analogy of a man who, if he had some gold, would guard it carefully, but when it comes to his time, he spends it recklessly, as if it were worthless. Think about how you feel when you lose money, and now think about how you feel when you lose hours and hours on trivial things. The difference in your reaction proves that you still haven't grasped the true value of your time. High performance isn't about doing more, but about doing what matters, investing your time in actions that move you toward your goals and personal growth. This is the great emotional shift Stoicism offers us about life and death. Seneca tells us that many of us die busy, but few die living. He invites us to be masters of the present, to live each day as if it were our last. Inner strength isn't about having a long life, but about having a life well lived. And your ability to manage your time, to protect it from distractions, and to invest every minute with purpose is proof that you are the master of your own life and personal power. Your most important practical task begins now. Throughout this week, pay close attention to how you spend your time. At the end of each day, grab a notebook and do a time audit. Write down the 3 main activities that consumed your time and ask yourself, did this bring me closer to my goal? Did I live this moment with purpose? Don't judge yourself, just observe. This practice is the foundation for developing the resilience of a true Stoic and building a life you can say was worth living. This is just the beginning of our journey to uncover the secrets of personal power. There are other thinkers and philosophies that shape our reality, and I'm ready to dive deep into them. If you connected with the idea of building an unshakable mind and using power strategically, tell me what the word time makes you think of. I want to know your perception of it. And to keep learning together the laws of high performance, leave your like and become part of this Success Archaeologists community.